Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Firstly, let's pray and thank to our God that's given us our sight and blessings so we can find this meeting in this happy place and time. And secondly, thanks for the presence of the Insecurity BATCH 9, Mrs. Zulaika and Tentang Setiawati, and thanks for the presence of the center, moderator, and all of our guests this time meeting. Next, I will give to the moderator to act the guide of the meeting. To the moderator, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Ling-Ling, for the opportunity. Our presenter in this occasion is Ling-Ling Widya from Vocational 1 BOYOLANGU. Here is the CV of the presenter, which I wanna read. The name is Ling-Ling Widya, date of birth January 20, 2004. School origin Vocational 1 BOYOLANGU. Home address Popoharaya, Pojok Campur Darat Street. Status as a student. You can be contacted via email at linglingwidya.susan. On this day, presenter will deliver material with them about insecurity. Time and place are welcome to Ling-Ling.
Okay, thank you so much for the host and moderator. So today I will bring you a material about insecurity, guys. So let's get started. Okay, maybe for the host, can please take me to share screen because only host can share screen. Thank you. Okay, guys, so my topic today is about insecurity. So, as I know a lot of teenagers have insecurity in herself, and today I will discuss about this. So let's get started. So in the chapter 1, I have a what is an insecurity. So insecurity means to lack in self-confidence or assurance. It's something that makes a person feel vulnerable to attack, generally emotionally, resulting in anxiety. It's not being comfortable with oneself. It's feeling ugly, not being comfortable with your body, not being accepted by the people around you, not meeting standards, feeling stupid, feeling hate or unloved, or etc. So I will give you a simple example if you have an insecurity. Okay, if you usually say that I can do anything, or maybe why I'm so dumb, or maybe you have an questioning for yourself about a negative way, yeah, it is the example if you have an insecurity in yourself. Okay, so let's next. Okay, so in the next I have in the second chapter I have why people become insecure. So people feel this way when they don't meet standards or feel that they stand out in a negative way. And I have a 4 factor in here. And the firstly is about emotional wound. Second is about culture, and 3 is and the last factor or factor number 4 is about body image. Okay, so next. emotional wounds. Some people feel that they are blamed for, firstly, is parent divorce. The child feels that their parents did not love him or her enough to stay together, though that is hardly ever the case. And secondly is about death of a loved one. Survivors could place a factor when one sees that a friend or family member's life has been taken. They think like, why couldn't it have been me? They believe that the mistake they made could happen again, and so they try to protect others around them by isolating themselves for the others. And the thirdly is rejection by a loved one. So the rejected will feel that he or she is not good enough for the pressured and will take the best measure in trying to fit person standards. Okay, so next is about pop culture. So, everyone wants to be like a model, singer, or maybe an actor. Pop culture trends teenager ideas of what should be in their life, like stick-thin figures, and expensive clothing, cars, and being the center of action. Acti- sorry, and being the center of attention is often displayed, and converting that to that expectation is difficult for some, so they strive towards the culture of drastic measures. This often results in eating disorder, depression, and shying away from friends and family. Okay, so next is about surroundings. So surroundings play a large role in affecting teenager. Parents often put pressure on their children, and when they do not meet expectation, they feel that they have failed in some way. When one becomes the new kid in a fresh setting, he or she is pressed to dive into the mainstream to be accepted. Some people feel that they are not as smart as those around them, so they don't socialize with others. Okay, so next and is the last factor is about body image. Body image tear people apart in many ways. They believe that if they don't look a certain way, they will remain unloved, resulting in a variety of dilemmas. Teenage girl and boy feel pressure to be thin or muscular. These conditions are difficult for some to meet because of things that they can help, such as maybe about bone structure, metabolism, and also mental and physical disorder. Not meeting this standard causes tends to turn to drastic measures, including eating disorder and steroid use, and it is so dangerous. Okay, so next I have a how insecure make us feel. So insecurities have many consequences, especially during teenage year. The prefrontal cortex, part of the brain that causes people to think sensibly, doesn't operate correctly because it is not fully mature. Insecurities make people feel suicidal, depressed, under attack, pressure to meet standard, and etc. Okay, so next I have a shocking statistic. So I found this statistic on internet, and 55% of 10 girls would trade their body for a celebrities, and 71% of them, 70% of all teens have wished for plastic surgery because they don't like how they look, and 51% of teens say that pressure to look perfect is too intense, and about 66% of girls criticize their own body every day, and about 52% of 10 girls think they're not likable because of how they look or match their weight. And about 72% of teens know that their appearance will be judged every day at school. One in every three teens is depressed, and 30% of teens commit suicide. Okay, so the next I have a statistic from student survey. So 33% of certified students reported to criticizing themselves on a daily basis, and 50% of students report to criticizing themselves a few times a week. About 50% of certified students are constantly worried about how people see them. Only 12.5% of certified students feel confident about the way they look. When asked, explain how an insecure affects you every day, students respond, I feel insecure about whether people like me since I'm shy and I don't hang out with a lot of people. I also feel insecure about whether I'm perceived as smart or not. Since worry people will think I'm just dumb blonde or something. I feel like I have to prove I'm smart and good at things. And another student said that the biggest insecurity that I have is about my appearance, beauty, or weight. This affects my everyday because of the way that I profile myself and the way I think others profile me. It immerses me every day and sometimes make me uncomfortable when others look at me. And another student said that the major insecurity I tackle is about how I look. I know that going to school every day, people will be thinking and whispering about me, and that's bothered me a lot every single day. Do you change yourself to fit in with others? Student respond. I think I do a certain extent in order to fit in. And another say that I think it's pretty much necessarily in order to fit in with groups that are different from your own. Yes, in front of others that I do know that well because I want to fit in, or else they will think I'm weird or something. Okay, so in the chapter 5, I have a how to become secure or care about yourself or just love yourself, guys. I know it's a lot harder than it sounds, but it isn't impossible to block out negative comment and know who you are without trying to change that. About 25% of IA students believe that this is an effective method of raising self-esteem because some tends believe that they have no place in life, trying something new, find something that you're good at, and stick with it. I will give you a sense of pride and place in the world, something majority of surveyed IA students agreed was a way to increase self-esteem. Don't let minor incident get you down. Don't over exaggerate during bad situation. They could just turn worse for you. Talk about it. People understand. They didn't want to. And the last is what's you suffering through it. Okay, and the next and the last chapter is chapter 6. I have important about this topic. So most of us have gone through an insecurity past, and from some of us have even been scared by them. We don't want anyone to feel that way, so it's important to educate people about feeling insecure and how scary it is for families, friends to watch you go into seclusion and sometimes throw away your life. It's common and infectious. Don't make yourself vulnerable to it. So I picked this topic to educate you all on this important struggle that tends face on a daily basis. Now take the initiative to help friends when they need it and help others with high self-esteem. Okay, guys, so this is my last page on my presentation. So I'm sorry if I have any mistake and wrong pronunciation. Yeah, so thank you so much for your attention. I will return back to moderator. Thank you so much.
Okay, Ling-Ling, thank you for your presentation. And entering the next session, namely a question and answer. To friends who want to ask, please write down their question in the room chat.
Basically, it's because I'm fat and have a lot of acne, and I'm not very good at was stupid at that time. Yeah, and many things. Maybe I have trouble in with my friends, and I feel depressed.
I just want to ask something. Become a teenager is not easy. Sometimes we have some problems too. So we feel feel insecure, something like that. If you face some problem like that, what do you do? What will you do to make yourself more comfort than before?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Endang. Yes, so yes, I have an insecurity. So usually, when I feel insecure, one of the most effective ways is to be grateful and accept that God gives for us. And sometimes we also have to reward ourselves for being able to go this far to get the point right now. Yeah, so if I feel insecure, maybe I just want to talk with my mother or family or friends, so they will give me support. And yeah, I'm so thankful to have good friends and good family too. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. Very amazing. Your answer is very amazing for me. Thank you very much for sharing this session.
Yes,
Maybe
thank you.
there's another person.
Okay, there is a new question from Lily Aisha. How did you get out from your insecure place? Ling-Ling, please answer.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Yeah, actually, it's the same question with Mrs. Endang, but yeah, I will answer it again. So, the one and the most effective ways and to become too secure with yourself is just to be grateful and accept what God give for us. Yeah, it's the same question. So yeah, that's it. A question for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ling-Ling. And to friends who later wanna add or refute answer from the presenter, please give instructions in advance. If there is none of you, then I return it to Widya. Please welcome Widya.
Okay, thank you for the moderator who has guided this meeting, and the presenter has explained the material very well, and also all of audiences have joined this meeting. And finally, we are at the end of this meeting, and for all of audiences who has joined this meeting, don't forget to fill the attendance list that I said in our chat column. And as a host, I apologize that I have a wrong word. Thank you for joining this meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.